This video is intended for listening only. Close your eyes, relax, and let the story unfold. He thought he had landed an easy job, just reinforcing the floor of a mansion for extra weight. But as he stepped inside, he noticed endless black doors lining the halls, and walls painted an unnatural shade of blue. What seemed like simple construction soon revealed a far darker truth. The mansion was not a home, but a place built to house the dead. This story was told by Mr. Parkin, an engineer who thought he had taken on a lucrative side job. Instead, he discovered a house of the dead. 3 weeks ago, Parkin accepted an offer from a Muslim friend to manage a renovation project in the Ram Inthra area. The job promised 300,000 baht in pay, with only a fraction needed for costs. It seemed like easy money. But from the moment he stepped onto the property, things felt wrong. The house sprawled across nearly 2 acres, built like a mansion. The entrance was bizarre. A sliding glass door 3 meters high, set in front of a heavy black oak door. Inside, the walls were painted blue, but covered with wallpaper patterns of black doors, dozens of them. The real doors themselves were also painted black, a labyrinth of false thresholds. His friend explained that the owner was a scientist. Parkin was asked to reinforce the second floor to handle 2 tons per square meter. When he examined the floor plan, he saw recessed spaces the size of coffins. His friend admitted it. They were for 2 new cold coffins to join the 2 already there. 4 coffins in total. Parkin agreed to design the work but had no plans to supervise on site. That changed when his friend called, saying he could not enter because the owner was Christian while he was Muslim. Parkin reluctantly agreed. On the second day, he arrived to find 4 of the 9 workers had abandoned the project. Near the yard stood mounds of dirt as tall as a man, and 4 filled-in pits shaped exactly like Christian graves. Uneasy, he asked the foreman why the workers left. The man told him one laborer had peered into a ceiling cavity while wiring cables. Inside, he saw an eye staring back, but his coworker was still holding the ladder below. Parkin forced himself to return the next day. At 2 p.m., 2 framed photos appeared, hung precisely where the coffins sat below. A woman in pajamas, said to be the owner, had ordered the workers to hammer nails. The photos showed her and a young girl. 2 faces, also found in a family portrait, already displayed nearby. Later, Parkin drank a canned coffee offered by the woman, only to realize the expiration date read 2014. Soon after, a nightmare struck. Parkin felt sick and rushed to the bathroom. The upstairs toilet was filled with rotting funeral flowers, so he went downstairs. As he sat on the toilet, leaning back, his head pressed against something soft. Reaching back, he felt the curve of a human leg. He turned and saw bare feet behind him. He bolted from the bathroom in terror. Days later, he returned only to sign off the project. Standing outside, he saw the house draped in white funeral curtains. Then 2 hospital vans arrived. 4 coffins were carried inside. When the photo of the 4th coffin was revealed, it was the same woman in pajamas who had ordered them to hang her portrait. The foreman collapsed, weeping. Parkin realized it was her he had seen in the bathroom. The owner of the house, an old man, finally explained. His son had 2 wives and a daughter. One wife and the daughter had died years earlier in a car accident. Their bodies were preserved in cold coffins at the house. The son, dying of lung cancer, stayed in the hospital. The second wife then slipped in the bathroom and died instantly. To avoid frightening workers, the family stored the bodies at the hospital. When the son passed away, all 4 were brought home together. The truth was undeniable. The mansion had been built as a mausoleum for an entire family. And Parkin, chasing easy money, had walked straight into a house of the dead. And if you enjoyed this true Thai horror story, subscribe to Tale After Dark for more chilling tales every week.